Ahoy, Morning Breathers. Welcome to Monday's edition of Morning Breath. Yep, here we are. Happy Monday. Nikki G, producer Nikki G.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, you got here in the nick of time this morning, but you're still ready.
Still ready.
7:15. We hit our mark, didn't we?
We sure did.
Look at that. You slept in.
Just a tad.
Just a tad. That's all right. Boss man Matt was a little worried this morning.
Well, I just had to make
because I was the first one here besides him.
Just make sure we're all good, and we were.
There was Matt. Good. I was walking up the door, and there was Matt looking out the window, wondering if anybody was going to show up. Because I was a little later this morning too.
Yeah, well, everybody's a little late. I thought I can't do it all by myself, so let's see who's going to show up.
I bet you can.
Well, nobody wants to see that.
I don't know.
I could do it.
Well, I would think we would.
It's like
I'd like to see it.
Shouting in an empty room. Nobody'd be there to listen. So.
We got John the Voice with us this morning, too. Ahoy, John.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Why, thank you. Why, thank you. Skipper, I am your skipper.
You are the skipper.
You are the captain now.
That's probably to some movie, John. Tell me what it is. And now get upset. Because
no, it's actually the phrase in that movie is, I am the captain now. It's where Tom Hanks played that captain that was rescued by the SEALs because they were taken over by the modern day pirates. Like
I can't remember the name of the movie, but yeah,
I can't remember it either. But yeah, because he's looking at him, he's like, I'm the captain now, and he's just like, okay, and then later on he gets shot. But anyway, it's great. So
spoiler alert!
Shit, I wanted to watch that.
Spoiler alert! It did not end well for the guy who says I
had
am the
that
captain
pegged
now.
on my Netflix to watch tonight, but now I don't have to.
Well, there you go. You have the synopsis.
Well, happy Monday to everybody. We'll start out by saying that the Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by KCTC.
Thanks, Casey.
Thanks, Casey, and all the gang over at KCTC. And the Morning Breath crew, the four of us this morning, we are sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thanks, Willie.
Thanks, Willie.
So the elves have been in here. I noticed that right away.
Yes.
We should plug we should have plugged the lights in. Here we go.
Oh.
Everybody ready? Boom. You can't see it.
No.
You could see behind if it sits there.
Talk about I was going to say.
Long mat.
It would only be if we turned the actual overhead lights of the room off. They might be able to.
Oh, Lord.
What happens if we do that? Hey, that's okay.
Look at that.
That actually works. I say leave it. You can look. You can see everyone.
Let's see.
I think it's like here. Just pan over here real quick, Nick. So you can see everyone.
Can you see you, Nick?
You can see me too.
Look at you.
I'm telling you, this is more of like a podcast vibe anyway.
We've changed the ambiance.
I'm so excited. This just made my whole Monday morning just now.
Now John will be here more often.
This is so fun.
All we had to do is shut the lights out.
I'm telling you, it's just like this is how I keep it in my office. Actually, I have like lamps and like whatever else. I don't like the crazy overhead light all the time. And
like the red piece of cloth hanging over the lights to get the whole ambiance.
No, I do not. But they know what? Hey, I should check that out. I guess I don't know. But no,
Captain Phillips, Jeff says.
That's it.
Yeah, Captain Phillips. Yes, exactly. There we go.
Perfect.
I know.
We got some. This is good. Yeah,
it's all good.
This is interesting. Everything looks different now, but that's okay. I'm good with it. So we had a little fight over the weekend. That,
was it? Was it a fight?
It really wasn't. It really wasn't. And I'm talking about the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. Tyson, meaning he, did not box how he trained.
No, it's rigged.
It felt like it kind of was.
There was the videos are all over the internet. It's crazy where there's times where he had an opportunity where Paul left himself open and exposed so many times. And some people are like, well, it's because he's old, he can't do it. I'm like, no. There was times where it would show he would go, like Tyson would actually go to take advantage, then he would just stop. It was a payday. It was a payday.
Yeah, for both of them.
Yeah. It just kind of felt that way to me. When Tyson throws, 78 punches or something like that, or
he only landed like 18 or something like that.
Yeah, that just wasn't. It just seems strange. Now, some things were very obvious to me. He was certainly much slower than Paul, which I expected.
Well, sure. I mean, he's
that.
almost 60 for heaven's
Yeah.
sakes. But at the same time, it was like, yeah. Not slower than Netflix's buffering service, though. I can tell you that.
That was there we go.
I didn't watch the fight till Saturday morning. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I couldn't either. Well, you and I had spoken.
Yeah.
Because I thought, well, if you're getting it, why am I not
No,
getting it?
I got up, I quit and got up early Saturday morning before I looked at any social media or anything. I didn't want to know, so I watched it Saturday morning.
Yeah, I didn't know either, and just watched it on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I went back to Netflix, but it was Saturday.
Oh, you
morning.
could watch it on Netflix?
Yeah, the next day.
Yeah, I'm just going to cancel Netflix. To hell with them.
Yeah, they said only 88,000 people suffered any problems. And I'm telling you, X was lit up. So,
88, only 88.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
The entire
No way.
world was like, this is garbage.
Yeah,
They
I agree.
they said this morning that 60 million. It was in 60 million households.
65 at its peak.
Did
but
they
yeah.
count, or were they counting the people like us that were trying to watch it and could watch 12 seconds of it and then it would just stop?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was irritated with Netflix. But good payday for those two guys.
And it sounds like the fight before it, the women's fight, was a hell of a fight. But I
Supposedly
didn't watch
pretty
any
good.
of that. I
A
didn't
little
go back and watch that one.
controversial too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I wouldn't know
Yeah.
because I couldn't get Netflix to run.
Nope.
Now, if I wanted to watch another movie on Netflix, I could do that just fine.
Yep. It was just a fight. Mm-hmm. And they got NFL coming up. Christmas Day.
I was just going to say that was a disaster. Now, there won't be as many people, I think, watching that game on Chris. Although,
What are they broadcasting Christmas Day?
Chiefs Steelers.
Chiefs Steelers. In fact, I think they have a couple games, but that one.
Yeah.
I
That's
thought
the
there
big
was
one.
just two games. Oh, on Christmas Day.
Christmas
okay.
Day.
All right. Well, let's see how bad they can F that up because you don't mess with somebody's football.
And I'm not a pro wrestling guy, but they're also got the contract to do AEW wrestling or something like that starting in January. And I think there's a big crowd that watches those too. Probably not 65 million.
Right, but nonetheless,
Right.
if only 80, here's the thing, if only 88,000 had problems, then,
Yeah. So that was that was just a little bit of a letdown.
That's 88,000 people paying $20 a month that are kind
Yeah.
of pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Just
see what
like-
happens. I could take it or leave it, to be honest with you, Netflix. I don't watch it enough to worry about
Yeah.
it. But I think my wife likes it, so
So your take on it was that Tyson laid off. Tyson could have.
I also think Paul laid up.
No, I think Paul did. So that was gonna be my take.
Yeah,
on it.
that's what I'm saying. I think both of them did at certain
Yeah.
spots. I think certainly Tyson did early.
I think the later rounds. I think Paul could have put him away anytime he wanted to.
Yeah.
He just didn't.
But that's what I'm saying is that and then I also think that he ran from him the first however multiple
He was
rounds.
hugging him for the first 2 rounds.
Yep.
Which is exactly
Yeah.
like really you're like hugging. You're supposed to be doing that at the end of the match for your gas and tired, whatever else.
Yeah,
in the
not
first
round
round where
one.
you're hugging on exactly round one, that's BS.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Not a great fight. So learn our lesson, right?
Yeah, but
Forget
you know,
this.
if Tyson came out and says, "You know what, I'm going to box somebody else in 2 months," I'd watch that one too, just because it's Tyson.
it's Tyson.
Yep.
Well, that's what was it? Dana White was talking about that. He was saying how he's like Tyson is like was the draw.
Yeah.
He's like Tyson was the. He said everybody was going to watch that. He said you
So-
could put any other fighter in there. He's like it wouldn't have the same same draw.
Nicky G,
Yes.
you know Jake Paul. Well, you're not old either, but so Jake Paul. Would more people watch Jake Paul, or more people watch Mike Tyson? Did you tune in to watch Jake Paul or Mike Tyson?
I watched Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there's a whole younger crowd that'd be like, I don't even know who Tyson is. I'm just gonna watch Jake Paul beat this old guy up.
So, but the proof would be in the fact of how many Jake Paul fights have there been before this, and what has the number of actual viewership been?
Not that many, but he's not gone broke on any of those.
Well,
fights.
no, certainly not. No, the question would be is it, like what you're posing is Tyson or Paul,
Right,
and certainly
okay.
the draw was because of it was everyone wanted to see Paul get his head knocked in.
Yes.
because everyone's tired of listening to him talk.
But nobody believed that was gonna happen.
Right. I mean, there was a smidgen of hope, there's just maybe, but then once you started, stuff started leaking out, and it's like, oh, it's scripted, and
I wanted to see that patented left hook to the body, left uppercut.
Exactly, and I'm telling
say
you,
nighty night.
And the funny thing was is that you saw Tyson do that. Like, there's a couple of videos where he starts to go and then he stops, and like the joke is like Paul was thinking that maybe Tyson was going off script, and so his whole body just flinched that way or whatever, and then he just you guys are big wrestling guys, right? You're form and technique and whatever else. And I don't know if that carries over into the boxing world, if that's the thing that you've been into for a long time. Please tell me that you didn't see how low Paul's hands were.
Oh, like how most.
Oh
of the
my
fight.
word!
Yeah.
It was just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've just been called out by a 23-year-old who says nobody cares about Jake Paul. So my bad. No, I got a text.
Oh, okay.
I got a text. So my bad. I was wrong.
He is. I thought he was a big sensation.
Yeah, well,
he was.
Apparently not everybody.
Not anymore. All right. The other thing I threatened to watch but didn't was the UFC on Saturday. John Jones. put a licking on Stipe.
He's a legend.
He's something else because Stipe was not. He's not a slouch.
No.
But he looked like he didn't really want to be there either.
John Jones is arguably pound for pound one of, if not the greatest, UFC fighter. I mean,
He's got every tool one needs.
Yeah, certainly. St. Pierre was another one. That's again, if you're going pound for pound, different classes and whatnot. But yeah, for sure.
Just one little backside kick to the ribs, and that was that. That was all that was.
Yeah.
Fourth round, I think.
Yeah.
But Stipe didn't. He was done. He didn't want to be there.
He's done.
Was that pay-per-view or was that just on regular?
No, I think you had to buy that.
Yeah.
And I really don't know. There was another one. There was a lightweight, or I forget what weight class it was. Before that was Charles Oliveira, and I can't remember the other guy, but that was a good one too. So there was fights there.
See, it was actual fighting.
Yeah, real fight. There was blood and everything.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun. I don't know. We didn't have any football. Arkansas.
They held their own.
They hung in there.
They held their own.
There was a couple touchdowns that went too easy for Texas. Arkansas is my number 2 team now.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to not react and lash out when you said we had no football. I'm like, well, for those of us who watch the NFL, we did, but it's fine.
Yes.
We had no
Iowa football.
Gotcha.
Which is where we normally go.
Iowa State won.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty impressively, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
they won.
Just saying.
I'm just not a fan. I don't know. So I can't. I want to be happy for them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm glad they won.
They did. Nebraska lost.
They are gonna. I'm not sure. They'll probably get their 6th win against us against Iowa.
Yeah, of course they will.
Of course.
Thanksgiving.
Of course they will.
And that's a home game for us, and we'll probably lose it.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's hope not.
We got to go play Brian Ferentz this weekend, so we'll have to see how that goes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How nice that'll be. A little reunion.
Nice that'll be.
A little reunion.
I'm sure it'll be wonderful.
Anybody going to go to the Thanksgiving Day game?
No.
BG? Gosh, you're so dark over there. I can only see your face. Blend in.
Do I?
Yeah.
We got some people checking in this morning.
Okay.
The regular crowd, Cindy, Paula.
The regular crowd shuffled in.
Cindy, Paula, Mom, Jeff, my mom,
Piano
Jeff,
Man.
Denise, Jimmy, and my wife checked in this morning.
What?
I know. She's here.
That's like the second time ever.
I know. She doesn't chime in very often.
That's, wow. Very good. Would rather watch midget fighting, Paula, than what? Than
Paul Tyson, I assume.
Oh, okay.
We should ask our audience for a poll if they like the new lighting. If they like this, or do we like the old? Do we like this new? We'll just see what they think.
Maybe we could get a switch where just two
Like a-
of them
like a
come
dimmer.
on and see if
Yeah.
that makes any difference.
Oh, we can.
This isn't all bad. You can do that?
Yeah. Not gonna do
No, I don't know.
'Cause
We're
now
gonna
if you turn it back
now
on,
we're
it's
going to
gonna
leave it
be
like
like,
this.
Yeah,
Now we're going to leave it
because
like this.
our pupils have adjusted.
Yes.
So I can see you better now than I could 10 minutes ago.
I can see clearly now.
The rain
Look at
is
me
gone.
go.
See, and you like that I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Well,
here.
you should, because you are a musician, by the way,
Yes,
among
indeed.
other things.
Among other things.
So you had a thing that I attended. In your real 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You had an event the other night that I attended, and it was very well run. I enjoyed the night a lot.
Well, a huge shout out to Greta And of course, Sammy Keith, they did an amazing job where someone says bar lighting. I saw that. So the light, hey, I like it. The lighting is cool. It's bar lighting. This is great. Speaking of Greta, no, Greta and Emmy did such an incredible job helping put that event together with all the logistics and the decor and just the way the evening would flow. And it was a special night. We got a chance to honor a lot of people who have been so generous with the hospital through the hospital foundation, and provided for some ongoing and both upcoming and obviously past projects as well. So it was just it was a really cool night to get together with a bunch of these people and kind of feel all that love in the same room. So it was I was thrilled with how it all went. So.
Yeah, it was very nice. It was one of those things that I was grateful to be a part of.
Yeah.
So
We're grateful to have you there.
that was neat deal. 7:30, Nikki G.
The lighting is a hit.
The lighting's ahead.
No more lights.
Apparently
Maybe
not.
it'll feel cooler in here
That's hey, possibly.
because right now it's not too bad, but I'm already ready for when snow flies. It'll be freaking oven in here. Nikki G, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
All right.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
Ahoy, morning breathers! Welcome back. We have a trend happening here on the comments that says lighting is great. So what that means to us is no lighting, is just fine.
No lights. We look better in the dark. is what
I'm
people are
I'm
saying.
telling you, sets the vibe.
So no lights from here on. I don't know how it's going to look when we go back to daylight savings time, and we'll have that window. We might have to cover the window.
It'll just provide a little more ambient lighting. It'll be good.
Okay, we'll see how it goes.
Oh.
We'll let the people decide.
We'll take it to the people.
But from now on, Peter will just walk in here and think nobody's in
Yeah,
here.
exactly. You'll be like, hey, what's going on? It's all right.
Okay, well, welcome back, everybody. Matt, Boss Man Matt, you got some things on your mind that I understand
Well,
that we
just-
want to get off your chest.
Just some
Let's go.
questions that I found somewhere. I don't know. So if you are stuck on a deserted island, what 3 items do you have to have with you?
What, have a soccer ball?
Is there any limit to what these items can be?
No, but see, to me, the
an ice
first
skate.
question is, are we there on purpose or did we get stranded there?
Right.
Because if we're stranded there, the first thing I want is, a satellite phone.
Yeah. I was just gonna say another boat, but you know.
Exactly. Same thing. Right. Exactly right.
Okay, but all smartassery aside, if we have to actually be there, is what you're saying.
Smartassery is a new word,
yes.
I believe.
If we actually have to be there on the island, we can't. It can't be like a loophole where we're gonna get out really quick.
right.
Whatever else, if we're stuck there, man.
I would like a spark maker. What do you call those things?
spark
Something to
maker?
make fire.
Flint?
Yeah, so like a torch for my cigar. I want to make sure I have my torch so I can start a fire.
Okay.
I'm going to want fire.
Yeah.
Is this in the Caribbean or are we?
I was gonna say which I like.
So I don't know. There's a lot of qualifiers we could throw into here.
I'm assuming we're going to
You know,
be
have
somewhere
you seen
warm.
those coffee, cigarettes, and sunglasses? And I'm good.
It's hard to argue with that.
Hard to argue with that.
Not wrong.
I could lose the coffee and give me a case of scotch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't have to get up in the morning, so you can just have
Yeah.
scotch all night or all day, whatever.
I got to learn how to make it.
Yeah, there you go.
Hopefully, there's some sugar there.
Oh yeah.
So I got fire,
Yeah.
cane sugar.
I would say you'd want like a canteen, a tarp, and a machete.
Yeah.
Tarp to protect it from the elements of rains, whatever else. Machetes, you can open something, so whether that be coconuts, whether that be whatever else, to get,
Machete one.
which are like, or to protect you from something,
Or
violent
when
or
it
whatever
gets
else.
too tough, you can just call it a day.
I mean, that, but man, well, you went there. Okay, all right.
Well,
A gentleman would have
can't
given us.
take it any
It's like
longer.
Pirates of the Caribbean when they marooned
Start
Jack Sparrow
macheting
and
my
Keira
arm.
Knightley on the island. Like a gentleman would have given us 2 shots, and he's like, "You can be a gentleman and shoot the lady and starve to death yourself." Like,
exactly.
okay,
So my first thought was just, like the cartoons, you just see an island with one coconut tree in the middle of it, and there you
Yeah.
are, you're stranded. But you're right. If you had an island and there's like wildlife and you could go hunting, it changes the dynamic of things.
yeah.
Where there's an ocean full of fish, so
Also true.
I would want to learn how to fish.
You'd have plenty of opportunity. Yeah.
I could. So
So on your desert island, you just want like a whole bunch of bait, like some night crawlers.
I can make a spear, and I just want to make fire and machete. I like the idea of that, and the rest, a phone would be great, but that's probably not doable. Probably not going to get any service. So
Yeah, there's no.
I don't know what my third item would be.
Flare gun.
There you go.
Yeah,
Phone
that would have
charger.
been
Can't forget phone
something good to not leave without. Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So there we go.
It's an interesting question.
So all right, get another one.
Also,
Yeah.
feel free in the comments, guys. If you hear these questions, you can throw your answer. Oh wait, here comes another one. Said water, food in a bag. Then she gave me a whole bunch of ideas how she'd use the bag, shade, pillow, carry food. Nice.
Yeah.
See, look at that.
Yeah, that's somebody that's thought about it. All right. So if you had a company, if you were sponsored by somebody, who would you want to be? What company would you want to be sponsored by?
Oh, man.
Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy. Suck on the Chips Ahoy.
That's all I got.
Man, that's a great
It
question.
is because Nike's kind of the cool thing, right? But you get free shoes. But if you're a car, you get free cars.
Ooh, man.
If you could get free Chips Ahoy. I mean,
I'd be fine with that.
Man, that's a great. You kind
I
of
was at a
stumped me with
friend's
this
house
one.
on
I'm gonna have to think about this
Saturday
one.
night, and they had Chips Ahoy out there,
there you go.
and I just was in heaven.
You're just like all about the Chips Ahoy.
Yeah, I skipped the Doritos and went right to the Chips Ahoy.
I'm victim of the moment here. I wouldn't actually probably want to be sponsored by them, but just since we're talking about food, I reffed 3rd grade basketball up in Iowa City all day on Saturday. Let me tell you, it's like the 7th circle of hell. But anyway, when I got done, I was so tired. I was so hungry. I made my way through the downtown area. There it was, lit up like a beacon of hope in the night. Chipotle Mexican Grill.
Oh, there you go.
And I had the most delicious burrito. It was fantastic. And I know Nick's shaking his head at me because he's probably a Pancheros guy, and that's fine. There's forgiveness for that. It's okay. But the idea is, and I'm with you, Pancheros makes a better tortilla and they have better queso. I have done this. I have conducted the experiment, Nick, where I went to Chipotle. I got a burrito bowl because the steak's better. The cilantro lime rice is better. The salsa is a little bit better, and the guacamole is certainly better. So put all that together in a burrito bowl. Then I went across the street because they're catty-corner to each other up in Iowa City. I then got a fresh tortilla from Pancheros with a side of queso. I then went back, opened up the burrito bowl, emptied the contents into the tortilla, drizzled the queso over the top, and voila,
That's next
perfection
level.
was born. So there it is.
I can't do
Wow.
Pancheros.
Yeah. So I guess all that is if I was from Chipotle and I could have like free food for life, that might actually be the whole thing.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, you got to wear the gear. You're wearing nothing but Chipotle gear.
I'm pretty sure I just gave an entire monologue. I'm okay with representing them. So.
Well, I couldn't do Poncheros because they do that stupid burrito lift at the Iowa games, and it just drives me crazy.
Pump it up.
Oh my God, it's so stupid. I hate that.
I guess I haven't noticed.
Oh Jesus.
During like
they
a
do
commercial, like during a timeout or something like that, they have like a bouncing burrito on the screen. They try to get you in the crowd, like timing, like lifting the burritos, and then like some people will lift people into the air. It's kind of fun.
It's embarrassing. We have actually visitors in the stands, and we're pumping up a burrito, like whatever. Who does that?
Apparently,
I'm a little bitter about this.
I mean,
Poncho
I
probably played a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
This is a long-standing dislike I have for Poncheros and the burrito lift. I have to tell you.
I mean,
They've been going on for a while.
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
So you got to be at the game to know what's
I sit
happening.
and pout when that comes on. I just sit in my stand. Everybody's up doing this whole thing, and I'm just sitting there.
Not you. That a boy.
I'm-
You stay convicted of it.
we have tapped into a core hurtful memory for this man this
I'm not
morning.
a big-
It's
I
just
don't think-
Are you
embarrassing.
okay?
It's just silly. It's just. I know it's supposed to be silly. That's kind of the point, but yeah, no.
I'm not a big Poncheros fan at all.
Ponchero.
They
might
have
be
great-
fine.
they do have
I'm
great
just not
queso.
going to do it because of the burrito lift.
They do have great queso. I'll give you that.
They do indeed.
All right.
I'd probably be sponsored by Monster.
Monster the drink.
Energy drink.
Don says Black Rifle Coffee.
I think there's a.
Don, do you really like coffee?
I think there's a clothing company called Alphalete that makes like the most comfortable hoodies and joggers and what like workout gear, whatever else. I think I would take them because the clothing is just. I mean, if I could wear that like all 24/7, I would. So certainly.
Duluth underwear.
You mean Duluth Trading Company?
Yeah.
Yeah. Buck naked underwear.
All I know is I'm hanging out with Denise on her island.
Yep.
She's taking
Fireball
I want to
flip-flops.
map to Denise's island when I go.
Fritos, chili cheese, and Fireball.
There we go. That's it.
That's some.
Replace the flip.
That's all I need.
Chips Ahoy.
I was just gonna say, what other acid-inducing like substance can you have, Denise? Because man, that's like absolute heartburn instantaneously. Fireball and Fritos chili cheese.
Those chili Fritos though are really good.
But man, whew. All right.
There you have it. Interesting conversation for this morning. Thanks for bringing that up, bringing those topics up, Matt. You got more?
Not today.
Okay.
My final answer is GMC because I just want a Denali truck.
There you go.
That's my final answer. GMC.
I do like. Yeah. You can trade your. What are you gonna do with your Jeep?
Well, I mean, we keep it.
Oh, okay. You want to be a 3-car person?
Well, a 2-car person, really.
Oh, all right. Okay. 7:42. We better take break number 2, and so we can get set for the day.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Celebrate the season at the Mount Pleasant Festival of Lights. With over 180 dazzling light displays, it's the perfect holiday tradition for families, friends, and loved ones. Experience the magic from the comfort of your car, and on select nights, bring the kids to meet Santa himself. Don't miss this enchanting event that brings holiday spirit to life. For directions, dates, times, and ticket info, head to oldthreshers.com. The Mount Pleasant Festival of Lights, where holiday magic comes to life.
Ahoy, morning breathers. It's been an invigorating Monday. Lots of comments. You guys had a lot on your brains. But it all started with an idea. John the Voice had an idea to just turn the lights out. And it created a whole new show.
It's a whole new show.
It's a whole new world.
Look at that. Hey, we better get set for the day. Can you read it?
I can, actually. Let's see.
There's the one drawback.
I think if you go down flat, it'll actually that spotlight will come across it. Yes.
All right. It is 7:45 a.m. It is the 18th day of November.
Unbelievable.
Temperature right now in Fairfield 55, Mount Pleasant 56, and Washington 54.
That's golfing weather.
It is not. Especially not because there's rain this morning.
It's a little sprinkle.
And then rain and wind this afternoon.
I'm way back here for a reason.
And then more rain tonight. So it's going to be a rainy day.
I don't know how that sounded, Nikki G. How does it sound if I do like this and I go, and I talk from way back here?
Sounds like you're a mile away.
All right, that's what I thought.
High today of 62 and a low of 51. Things to do in the Fairfield area. An arts and culture celebration will be held at Icon Gallery on Tuesday, presented by the Fairfield Culture Alliance. Doors open at 7. Program commences at 7:30. This is a free event.
You know they make umbrellas, John, for golf.
Yeah.
Hard to swing when you're holding an umbrella.
But
Just wear the hat kind.
There you go. I got you, man. All right. Mount Pleasant, the Mount Pleasant Panther varsity girls basketball season starts tonight, and as Mount Pleasant hosts a jamboree tipping off at 6 p.m.
Basketball starting?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mount Pleasant is scheduled to play at 8:15.
Is it just the girls?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a jamboree, which, John, you know more about, but it's
like
just
a
like
smorgasbord.
30-minute quick.
And it just
Maybe
depends.
like 30 minutes.
No, sometimes it depends. Sometimes they'll play a full-length game. Like,
Really?
so, yeah, I mean, we're referring for the Burlington one later in the week, and they're doing 2 full-length varsity and boys and girls games. So, yeah, it just depends on the school.
I think I saw that there's 4 teams there, and they I don't know. I
Yeah.
think they just play.
Oh, yeah, if they're doing like a round robin with 4, then yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, and then Washington area, the Washington Public Library is holding a What Are You Reading book chat tonight from 6 to 6:45. This is for adults only, 19 and older.
I'm legally an adult at 18. Why can't I go?
Well, because the library says you can't. And you know what? I think you safely qualify. So
Well, I
barely,
do, but
just barely,
I'm the voice for those that are 18. That
I'm
wanna-
just, but just if one wanted to have an interesting outlook, they'd be like, what are they reading over there? What are we digesting into our brains? What's going on? I don't know. Just curious. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the hook. So they want someone to come find out.
maybe. I do not have any more details than what I've just said. So
What time does that start?
you're left to your own
John, let's
imagination.
go.
6 o'clock. On this day in 1963, the first push-button touch-tone telephones debuted in the United States, eventually replacing most rotary dial models.
Are you kidding me?
I put this on here because we had a rotary for well into the 70s and 80s.
Shit, I think I was like 12 before I saw a push button.
But apparently in 1963 is when those things came about.
Well, Mom and Dad, that kind of irks me. Why
Yeah.
weren't we on the cutting edge?
No, I know. We had rotaries
Mm-hmm.
long time. All right. What kind of car?
You kids didn't have to grow up in that time frame.
I'm
Rotary?
sorry. I'm sorry. There was a rotary phone in my house growing up.
Rotary
Rotary.
phone?
Yeah.
You did not.
You didn't have a rotary
No,
phone.
but there's.
I saw
one
one
at
in
the
the
church.
museum once.
No, we had one in the church.
Yep.
And then we just
So
went
there
and
was
looked
a
at an open
rotary
house
phone.
on Saturday, and there's one downstairs.
There was a rotary phone in my house growing up. 319-256-7341. That was the phone number.
I wonder what that rings today.
Don't know. Could be the same place. Probably. The house still exists.
Okay. Let's give it a try. Off air.
What kind of car
Let's just randomly call
does
people.
a sheep like to drive?
I'm trying to think of something.
A Lamborghini.
Oh,
That's it.
yeah. I'm not
the
saying a
whole thing.
word. Are you, John?
Nope.
Nope.
That's it.
Nope.
Well, everybody, this was an interesting Monday. We
Turn the lights off.
We went long as normal, and we just shut the lights off. So when we're done, do we turn them on and say thanks for joining us? Turn the lights on.
We'll turn the light on for you.
We'll turn the lights off for you.
I was giving our version.
Oh, okay.
We'll turn the lights off for you.
We'll turn the lights off for you. So we're gonna go with this apparently, and thanks for thinking about this, John.
Hey, you know.
Look at that. Ray checked in.
I'm just sitting. I'm just turning around. So we just go. We just go silent.
He's quoting the Andy Griffith Show. Absolutely.
Sarah. Yep. Okay. Very good. That's all I got. Anybody else have anything good for the day?
I gotta go.
Yeah, you do have to go. I
gotta go.
should have shut this off
Okay,
sooner.
we're all good.
Thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow in the dark.